Okay, so I have this Segway that has been sitting in our garage for probably some months now, and it's pretty old. I don't remember how long I've had it for, but it has scratches and stuff all over it. We're really not doing nothing with it, so I thought of the perfect idea to make a video on customizing it. I have some stuff planned for it, like painting it and even putting some spinners on it. This is the Segway that I was talking about. It's been sitting in our garage for a while now. And before I started recording, I turned it on to make sure it still works, and it seems like it rides fine. It still rides smooth. I don't know too much about these 9-bot Segways, but anyways, in today's video, I'm basically just gonna be customizing this thing. I'm just gonna try to put some spinner rims on here. If you don't know what those are, here's an example over here on our golf cart. So the wheels can just spin around. That's what I plan on doing to this thing. I already started on the 3D printing and stuff for the rims. I just need to design a mount to actually put them on the Segway. But before I do anything, I need to take this Segway apart and sand down all the parts to prepare them for painting. I'm about to try to take this thing apart. I'm pretty sure I never took anything off of here, surprisingly. First, I'm gonna try to start off with taking off this bar. It has some small instructions right here. It just shows that this little cap right here should come off. Perfect. So now there's these like small 2 screws in here. Now this thing should just come right off. Nope. Here's another Segway that my brother uses for his goat cart, and I can see that it just looks like it should just be able to slide right off without me taking off any screws in here. I guess it's just probably hard because it's been on here for some years. What am I missing? So it's been like 30 or 40 minutes and I've been trying to get this thing off forever. It just seems like it won't come off, so I screwed it back on. I think the best thing to do now would just be to sand everything while it's on here. I don't really think I need to take off the fenders and stuff. I might take off the wheels, but really the only thing I need to take off is this center cap right here. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be using something like 600 grit. This is 40 grit. It's all I have, so I'm just gonna use it anyways. I just thought about it, and I should probably take off this little cushion piece at the top. So all the sanding is done. I wiped down the whole Segway with alcohol, and that got off a lot of the little marks. The sanding did too. I went to Home Depot and picked up some spray paints. I got this gray color for the Segway body, and then I got this chrome color for the spinner rims. This is gonna look very nice on here. I'm gonna leave all these little things black. Just everything that's white pretty much is gonna be gray. And then the metallic chrome will just add something to it. It looks and feels like it's gonna rain outside, but my phone doesn't show anything, so I think we'll be good. Both of these rims were printed in Overture PLA. I think I printed them with the Bamboo PLA basic print profile, because I don't really like the stock settings for the Overture PLA. According to Bamboo Studio, each one of these rims is about 37 grams. They just look different because I still haven't took the supports off of this one. If you notice that the light's hitting it differently in some spots and you see these little bumps on here, it's because it's actually like at a 1-degree angle. It doesn't make too big of a difference, but I wanted it to be bent in towards the Segway. And with that 0.4 millimeter nozzle, you can't really get too much of a small angle, so That's why it looks like this. I'm gonna sand this down to get it smooth, and also I need to take off these supports so that I can start painting. It's the next day and these rims are done. They're very shiny. Based on what I showed you guys, it might have seemed like these came out very easy, but you might have noticed that I changed settings from the grass onto like a carpet on the concrete, and that's because whenever I did that first coat of gray, stuff from the grass started flying everywhere and it kind of got stuck in the paint, so I wiped them off and just kept on going. I think I'm done taping up the Segway. I put cards around the wheels and then I put bags over the tires. I covered up where you would stand on because that was open since I took off those rubber standing things, and the bar's still on because as you guys saw, I couldn't get it off. But other than that, it's ready to start painting, so let's get right into that. It's been drying for a little bit now, and I think it's ready for me to remove the tape. Alright guys, this is how it's looking now. I actually think I did pretty good on it. Obviously I still have to put on the little feet pad things and these little things that go here to cover it up. I guess we're gonna figure out how to mount the rims. I just got done printing the bearing adapters. They were pretty simple. It's just a little cylinder with a hole in the middle so that a bearing can fit through it. It has 2 bearings, which is all I need for this Segway. It only has 2 wheels. So I don't really have any bearings sitting around, but I do have a skateboard and I went ahead and took this wheel off of it. So I just have to take my little 3D print right here, take the bearing and slide it right in. It's a pretty tight fit. I might not even need any glue to hold this bearing on. I also made this little piece that just slides into the bearing, and then this top piece is the perfect size for the rim. No one can tell me that's not cool. I just got this little piece glued onto the bearing. On the Segway wheel, I drew out these little 4 blue marks. This is where the little adapter should sit, and since it's not really nowhere for it to lock in, I drew those so I could center it. You can tell it's very centered because whenever I spin it, it looks like it's not moving. Perfect! I did not expect this thing to float like this. Alright guys, we got 1 rim on, and I wish I would have got it on camera because I just rolled it and it started floating. I'm about to show you guys in a second, but this thing made me start making high-pitched noises. Spin so freely, and then let me move it for you guys. You see it floating, and if it's spinning backwards, Let me slow it down. If it's spinning backwards and you drive forward, it keeps going back. I'm gonna go ahead and do this side, and I'll see you guys once I'm done with that. You guys watched me build it, so there's not really much more to show. I'm actually very happy with the results. The rims ended up spinning very nicely. I'm very happy with that. I'm still trying to figure out if I want to put some weight at the bottom so they'll just sit still and rock instead of going over like that. I still have to paint and put on these back pieces, but I was just like, I'm just gonna go ahead and film this video. This thing's gonna be perfect to bring to car shows with the golf cart. You barely ever see floaters on a golf cart, so when you see them on a Segway, people are gonna go crazy. If you guys have any other ideas on anything else I should do to this thing, just let me know and leave it in the comments down below. I might try to put a different style of rims on here because I kind of wished I would have designed them a little bit differently. If I haven't introduced myself already, hi, my name is Christian Winter Gordon. I like cars, but I love Jesus more. Before I end this video, I wanted to share with you guys a quick message that God has put on my heart. So a while ago, I had a dream, and I haven't told anyone about it. It was me and my mom. She was in the driver's seat, I was in the passenger seat, and we were driving down a highway. And I look to the side and I can see all these razors. If you don't know what a razor is, it's basically just like an off-road vehicle. We were riding down this highway. I look to my side, I think I look to my right, and I see all these like razors. And then I hear my mom speak to me. I'm not gonna go too much into detail. Basically, God used my mom to tell me these 3 letters. And those 3 letters was A-D-D. I didn't know what these meant for a while, but every time God shows me something in a way, he always answers it, so I just waited on him. And probably like a few weeks later, I don't remember exactly how God told me the meaning. From what I remember, I think it was on a radio station, but whenever he did reveal to me what it was, he told me the words spiritual ADD. I was curious what that was, and I went on my phone and I looked it up. It talked about how we let distractions take us away from God. And I'm just now today figuring out what the dream really meant. And what the dream really meant was God was showing me that, hey, you're letting these things distract you. And it wasn't just the razors. It could have been me letting all my schoolwork overwhelm me. It could have been me worried about my grades. Just anything that was taking me away and making me drift out of the will of God. This reminds me of part of Matthew chapter 5 verse 30 where it says, if your right hand causes you to sin, cut it off and throw it away. This verse doesn't literally mean cut off your right arm and throw it away. It means that if there's a distraction in your life that is causing you to go away and out of the path that God has already set for you, then you need to cut that idol, cut that distraction off, and get back on the path. Distractions were sent here by the devil. For example, if you notice that you're on Instagram or YouTube or a social media platform and all you want to do is just scroll, and instead of praying, you're like, I just gotta get on the app, man. I just gotta get on the app. And you notice that that's causing you to drift away from God. What this verse means is that you need to cut that off. So basically what God was showing me all this time, and I'm just having this realization now after like months, is that there was things in my life that I needed to cut off. In summary, the message I wanted to share with you guys is just, if there's a distraction in your life that's causing you to stray away from God, then it needs to be cut off. If it's your game, don't play it, and if you can't do that, get rid of it. It might be hard, but it's better to enter God's kingdom with one arm than go to hell with two. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. My name is Christian Winter Gordon. That's why the channel name is CWG. If you have any ideas on any builds that I should do in the future, let me know. I know my dad is gonna build some more cool stuff. I have some other stuff planned too. I'm trying to grow this channel and I don't want to do that without God.